beseech you, sir, be merry. You have cause, so have we all of joy. But our escape is much beyond our loss. Our hint of woe is coming. Every day some sailor's wife, the master of some merchant, and the merchant have just our theme of woe. But for the miracle, I mean our preservation, few in millions can speak like us. Then wisely, good sir, weigh our sorrow and our comfort.
Prithee, peace! He receives comfort like cold porridge. The visitor will not give him more so. Look, he's winding up the watch of his wit. By and by it will strike.
Sir?
What then?
When every grief is entertained, that's offered comes to the entertainer.
A dollar!
The Lord comes to them indeed. You have spoken through it and you purposed.
You have taken it wiselier than I meant you should.
Therefore, my Lord.
Fie, what a spendthrift is he of his tongue.
I prithee, spare. Well, I have done, but yet
He will be talking. Which of he or Adrian, for a good wager, first begins to crow? The old cock. The cockerel. Done. The wager. A laughter. A match.
Though this island seemed to be desert.
So you're paid.
Uninhabitable and almost inaccessible.
Yet,
Yet,
he could not miss it.
it must needs be of subtle, tender, and delicate temperance.
Temperance was a delicate wench. Aye, and as subtle as he most learnedly delivered.
The air breathes upon us here most sweetly.
As if it had lungs and rotten wet. Or as 'twere perfumed by a fen.
Here is everything advantageous to life.
True, save means to live. Of that there's none or little.
How lush and lusty the grass looks! How green!
The ground indeed is tawny, with an eye of green int. He misses not much. No, he doth but mistake the truth totally.
But the rarity of it is, which is indeed almost beyond credit,
As many vouch rarities are.
that our garments being, as they were, drenched in the sea, oh, notwithstanding their freshness and gloss, being rather new dyed than stained with salt water.
If but one of his pockets could speak, would it not say he lies? Aye, or very falsely pocket up his report.
Methinks our garments are now as fresh as when we put them on first in Africa, and the marriage of the king's fair daughter, Cradamel, to the king of Tunis.
'Twas a sweet marriage, and we prosper well in our return.
Tunis was never graced before with such a paragon to their queen. Not since Widow Dido's time.
Widow? A pox of that! How came that widow in? Widow Dido? What if he had said widow Aeneas too? Good Lord! How you take it?
Widow Dido, said you? You make me study of that. She was of Carthage, not of Tunis. This Tunis, sir, was Carthage. Carthage? I assure you, Carthage!
His word is more than the miraculous harp. He hath raised the wall and houses too. What impossible matter will he make easy next? I think he will carry this island home in his pocket and give it his son for an apple. And sowing the kernels of it in the sea, bring forth more islands. Aye, why, in good time.
Sir, we were talking that our garments seem now as fresh as when we were at Tunis at the marriage of your daughter, who is now queen.
And the rarest that e'er came there. Bait, I beseech you, Widow Dido. Oh, Widow Dido, Widow Dido.
Is not, sir, my doublet as fresh as the first day I wore it? I mean, in a sort.
That sort was well fished for.
When I wore it at your daughter's marriage.
You crammed these words into mine ears against the stomach of my sense. Would I had never married my daughter there. For, coming thence, my son is lost, and in my rate, she too, who is so far from Italy removed, I ne'er again shall see her. Or thou mine heir of Naples and of Milan, what strange fish hath made his meal on thee?
Sir, he may live. I saw him beat the surges under him and ride upon their backs. He trod the water, whose enmity he flung aside, and breasted the surge most swollen that met him. His bold head above the contentious waves he kept, and oared himself with his good arms and lusty stroke to the shore, that o'er his wave-worn bases bowed, as, stooping to relieve him, I not doubt he came alive to land. No, he's gone.
Sir, you may thank yourself for this great loss. That would not bless our Europe with your daughter, but rather lose her to an African, where she at least is banished from your eye, who hath cause to wet the grief on't.
Prithee, peace.
You were killed too, and importuned otherwise by all of us. And the fair soul herself weighed between lothness and obedience, at which end of the beam should bow. We have lost your son, I fear forever. Milan and Naples have more widows in them of this business making than we bring men to comfort them. The fault's your own.
So is the dearest of the loss. My Lord Sebastian, the truth you speak doth lack some gentleness, and time to speak it in. You rubbed the sore when you should bring the plaster.
Very well, and most chirurgeonly.
It is foul weather in us all, good sir, when you are cloudy.
Foul weather? Very foul.
Had I plantation of this isle, my lord,
He'd sow it with nettle seed. Or docks or mallows.
and were the king on't, what would I do?
Escape being drunk for want of wine.
In the Commonwealth, I would by contraries execute all things. For no kind of traffic would I admit. No name of magistrate. Letters should not be known. Riches, poverty, and use of service none. Contract, succession, born, bound of land. Tithe, vineyard, none. No use of metal, corn, or wine, or oil. No occupation. All men idle. All, and women too, but innocent and pure. No sovereignty.
Yet he would be king on't. The latter end of his commonwealth forgets the beginning.
All things in common, nature should produce without sweat or endeavor. Treason, felony, sword, pike, knife, gun, or need of any engine would I not have. But nature should bring forth of its own kind, or voice in all abundance, to feed my innocent people.
No marrying among his subjects? None men, all idle, whores and knaves?
I would with such perfection govern, sir, to excel the golden age.
Save his majesty! Long live Gonzalo!
And, do you mock me, sir? Prithee no more, thou dost talk nothing to me. I do well believe your highness, and did it too miniature occasion to these gentlemen, who are of such sensible and nimble lungs that they always used to laugh at nothing.
'Twas you we laughed at.
Who in this kind of merry fooling am nothing to you? So you may continue, and laugh at nothing still.
What a blow was there given, and it had not fallen flat long.
You are gentlemen of brave metal. You would lift the moon out of her sphere if she would continue in it 5 weeks without changing.
We would so, and then go a bat fouling. Nay, good my lord, be not angry.
No, I Won't you? I will not adventure my discretion so weakly. Will you laugh me asleep? For I am very heavy.
Go sleep and hear us.
What? All so soon asleep? I wish mine eyes would with themselves shut up my thoughts. I find they are inclined to do so.
Please you, sir, do not omit the heavy offer of it. It seldom visits sorrow. When it doth, it is a comforter. We too, my lord, will guard your person while you take your rest and watch your safety.
Thank you, wondrous heavy.
What a strange drowsiness possessed them. It is the quality of the climate. Why? Not enough in our eyelids' sake? I find not myself disposed to sleep. Nor I. My spirits are nimble. They fell together all as by consent. They dropped as by a thunderstroke. What might, worthy Sebastian, oh what might, no more, and yet methinks I see it in thy face, what thou shouldest be, the occasion speaks thee, and my strong imagination sees a crown dropping upon thy head. What? Art thou waking? Do you not hear me speak? I do, and surely it is a sleepy language, and thou speakest out of thy sleep. What is it thou didst say? This is a strange repose, to be asleep with eyes wide open, standing, speaking, moving, and yet so fast asleep. Noble Sebastian, thou lets thy fortune sleep, die rather, winkest whilst thou art waking. Thou dost snore distinctly, there's meaning in thy snores. I am more serious than my custom. You must be so too, and heed me, which to do trebles the oar. Well, I am standing water. I'll teach you how to flow. Do so. Your hereditary sloth instructs me. Oh, if you but knew how you the purpose cherish, whilst thus you mock it, how in stripping it you more invest it. Ebbing men indeed most often do so near the bottom run by their own fear or sloth. Prithee say on, the setting of thine eye and cheek proclaim a matter from thee, and a birth indeed which throws thee much to yield. Thus, sir, although this lord of weak remembrance, this who shall be of as little memory when he is earth, hath here almost persuaded, for he's a spirit of persuasion, only professes to persuade, the king, his son's alive. 'Tis as impossible that he's undrowned, as he that sleeps here swims. I have no hope that he's undrowned. Oh, out of that no hope, what great hope have you? No hope that way is another way so high, a hope that even ambition cannot pierce a wink beyond. But doubt discovery there. Will you grant with me that Ferdinand is drowned? He's gone. Then tell me, who's the next heir of Naples? Clarabelle. She that is Queen of Tunis. She that dwells 10 leagues beyond man's life. She that from Naples can have no note, unless the sun were post. The man of the moon's too slow, till newborn chins be rough and razorable. She that from whom we all were sea swallowed, though some cast again, and by their destiny to perform an act whereof what's past is prologue. What to come in yours and my discharge? What stuff is this? How say you? 'Tis true my brother's daughter is Queen of Tunis. So is she heir of Naples? Twixt which regions there is some space. A space whose every cubit seems to cry out, how shall that Clarabelle measure us back to Naples? Keep in Tunis and let Sebastian wake. Say this were death that now hath seized them. Why? They were no worse than now they are. There be that can rule Naples as well as he that sleeps. Lords that can prate as amply and unnecessarily as this Gonzalo. I myself could make a show of as deep chat. Oh, that you bore the mind that I do. What a sleep were this for your advancement. Do you understand me? Methinks I do. And how does your content tender your own good fortune? I remember you did supplant your brother Prospero. True. And look how well my garments sit upon me, much feater than before. My brother's servants were then my fellows, now they are my men. But for your conscience? Aye, sir, where lies that? If 'twere kind, 'twould put me to my slipper. But I feel not this deity in my bosom. 20 consciences that stand twixt me and Milan, candid be they and melt ere they molest. Here lies your brother, no better than the earth he lies upon, if he were that which now he's like, that's dead, whom I with this obedient steel, 3 inches of it, can lay to bed forever. Whilst you doing thus to the perpetual wink, for I might put this ancient morsel, this Sir Prudence, who should not upbraid our course. For the rest, they'll take suggestion as a cat laps milk. They'll tell the clock to any business that we say befits the hour. Thy case, dear friend, shall be my precedent. As thou goest, Milan, I'll come by Naples. Draw thy sword. One stroke shall free thee from the tribute which thou payest, and I, the king, shall love thee. Draw together, and when I rear my hand, do you the like, to fall it on Gonzalo. Oh, but one word! My master, through his art, foresees the danger at you, his friend therein, and sends me forth, for else his project dies, to keep them living. While you here do snoring lie, the high conspiracy is time or day. If alive, you keep awake. Shake off slumber and be awake, awake. Let us both be sudden.
Now, good angels! We're not again! Why? Well, now! Awake! Why are you drawn? Wherefore this ghastly looking? What's the matter?
Whilst we stood here securing your repose, even now we heard a hollow burst of bellowing like bulls, or rather lions. Did it not wake you? It struck mine ear most terribly.
I heard nothing.
Oh, 'twas a din to fright a monster's ear, to make an earthquake. Sure, it was the roar of a whole herd of lions.
Heard you this, Gonzalo? Upon mine honor, sir! I heard a humming, and then a strange one too, which did awake me. I shaked you, sir, and cried, as mine eyes opened, I saw their weapons drawn, and there was a noise, and verily, 'tis best we stand upon our guard, but as we quit this place, let's draw our weapons. Lead off this crowd, and let's make further search for my poor son. Heavens keep him from these beasts, for he is sure the island. Lead away.
Prospero, my lord, shall know what I have done. So, king, go safely on to seek thy son. All the infections that the sun sucks up from bark spins flat on Prosper Fall and make him by inch meal a disease. His spirits hear me, and yet I needs must curse. But they'll not pit, flank me with ancient shows. Pitch me in the eye, nor lead me like a firebrand in the dark out of my way, unless it bid 'em. But for every trifle are they set upon me, sometime like apes that bow and chat at me, and after bite me. Then like hedgehogs, which lie tumbling in my barefoot way and melt their bricks at my footfall. Sometime am I all wound with adders, who with cloven tongues do hiss into madness. Lo, here comes a spirit of his, and to torment me for bringing wood in slowly. Now fall flat, perchance he will not mind me.
He is neither bush nor shrub to bear off any weather at all. And another storm brewed, I hear it sting in the wind. Yon same black cloud, yon huge one looks like a foul bombard that would shed his liquor, if it should thunder as it did before. I know not where to hide my head. Yon same cloud cannot choose but fall by pailfuls. What have we here? A man or a fish? Dead or alive? A fish! He smells like a fish, a very ancient and fish-like smell. A kind of not of the newest port, John. A strange fish. Well, I in England now, as once I was, they had but this fish painted. Not a holiday for there, but would give a piece of silver. There would this monster make a man. Any strange bees there makes a lad. When they will not give a doit to relieve a lame beggar, they will lay out 10 to see a dead Indian. Leg like a man, and his fins like wasps. Oh, my toe. I do now let loose my opinion, hold it no longer. This is no fish, but an islander that had lately suffered by a thunderbolt. Alas, the storm has come again. My best way is to creep under his gabardine. There is no one to shelter him about. Misery acquaints a man with strange bedfellows. I will here shroud till the dregs of the storm be past. I shall no more to see. Here shall I die ashore. This is a very scurvy tune to sing at a man's funeral. Well, here's my comfort. The master, the swabber, the boatswain and I, the gunner and his mate, loved them all, Meg and Marion and Marjorie, but none of us cared for Kate. For she had a tongue with a tang, would cry to a sailor, go hang. She loved not the savour of tar, nor pitch, yet a tailor might scratch her where'er she did it. Then to sea, boys, and let her go hang. This is a scurvy tune too, but here's my comfort. Do not torment me! What's the matter? Have we devils here? Do you put tricks and bonds with savages and men of India? Huh? I have not escaped drowning to be afeard now of your 4 legs, for it has been said, as proper a man as ever went on 4 legs cannot make him give ground, and it shall be said so again, whilst the Father breathes at nostrils. The spirit torments me. This is some monster of the isle with 4 legs, who hath got, as I take it, an argue. Where the devil should he learn our language? I will give him some relief, if it be but for that. If I can recover him and keep him tame and get to Naples with him, he's a present for any emperor that ever trod on neat's leather.
Do not torment me, prithee. I'll bring my wood home faster. He's in his fit now and does not talk after the wisest. He shall taste of my bottle. If he have never drunk wine afore, it will go near to remove his fit. If I can recover him and keep him tame, I will not take too much for him. He shall pay for him that had him, and that soundly. Thou dost me yet but a little hurt. Thou wilt annoy. I know it while I'm trembling. Thou prosper works upon thee. Come on, away, open your mouth. Here is that which will give language to you, cat. Open your mouth. This will shake your shaking. I can tell you, and that soundly. You cannot tell who's your friend. Open your chaps again. I should know that voice. It should be, but it's drowned. And these are devils. Oh, defend me! 4 legs and 2 voices? A most delicate monster. His forward voice now is to speak well of his friend. His backward voice is to utter foul speeches and to detract. If all the wine in my bottle will recover him, I will his augur. Come! Amen. I will pour some in thy other mouth. Stefano? Not thy other mouth call me? Mercy, mercy, this is a devil and no monster. I will leave him. I have no long spear. Stefano! If thou be Stefano, touch me and speak to me, for I am Trinculo. Be not averred, thy good friend Trinculo. If thou beest Trinculo, come forth. I'll pull thee by the lesser legs. If any be Trinculo's legs, these are they. Thou art very Trinculo indeed. How camest thou to be the siege of this mooncap? Can he vent Trinculos? I took him to be killed with a thunderstroke, but art thou not drowned, Stefano? I hope now thou art not drowned. Is the storm overblown? I hid me under the dead mooncap's cavern for fear of the storm. And art thou living, Stefano? Oh, Stefano, to Neapolitan's escape! Pretty, do not turn me about. My stomach is not constant. These be fine things, and if they be not sprites, there's a brave god and better celestial liquor. I will kneel to him. How didst thou escape? How camest thou hither? Swear by this bottle how thou camest hither. I escaped upon a butt of sack which the sailors heaved on board. By this bottle which I made of the bark of a tree with my own hands since I was cast ashore. I'll swear upon that bottle to be thy true subject, for the liquor is not earthly. Here, swear then how thou escapest. Swam ashore, man like a duck. I can swim like a duck, I'll be sworn. Here, kiss the book. Thou canst swim like a duck, thou art made like a goose. Oh, Stefano, hast any more of this? The whole butt, man. My cellar is in a rock by the seaside where my wine is hid. How now, mooncap, how does thine augur? Hast thou not dropped from heaven? Out to the moon, I do assure thee. I was the man in the moon when time was. I do see thee in her, and I do enjoy thee. My mistress showed me thee, and thy dog, and thy bush. Come, swear to that, kiss the book. I will furnish it anon with new contents. Swear! By this good eye, this is a very shallow monster. I have feared of him, a very weak monster. The man of the moon, a most poor, credulous monster. Well-drawn monster in good too. I'll show thee every fertile into the island, and I will kiss thy foot. I prithee be my lord. By this light, a most perfidious and drunken monster, with God to sleep in Robbie's ball. I'll kiss thy foot. I'll swear myself thy subject. Come on then, down and swear. I shall laugh myself to death at this puppy-headed monster, a most scurvy monster. I could find in my heart to beat him. Kiss. But that poor monster's a drink, and I'll abominable monster. I'll show thee the best springs. I'll pluck thee berries, I'll fish for thee, and get thee wood enough. A plague upon the tyrant that I serve. I'll bury him no more sticks, but follow thee, thou wondrous man. A most ridiculous monster to make a wonder of a poor drunkard. I prithee, let me bring thee where crabs grow, and I with my long nails will dig thee big nuts, show thee a jay's nest, and instruct thee how to snare with a nimble marmoset. I'll bring thee to clustering filberts, and sometimes I'll get thee young scoundrels from the rock. Wilt thou go with me? I prithee now, lead the way without any more talking. Tranquillo, the king and all our company else being drowned, we will inherit here. Here, bear my bottle, fellow Tranquillo will fill him by and by again. Farewell, master! Farewell, farewell! A howling monster, a drunken monster! No more dams I'll make for fish, nor fetching, firing, and requiring, nor scrape trenchering, nor wash dish. Bad, Caliban as a new master, Giggity Red. Freedom, hiding, freedom, hiding, freedom. Obey monster, lead the way.